we start, does anybody have any injuries? Okay, anybody pregnant? Even better. So what I'm going to do is when I go through the moves, I'm going to give you an easier version, intimate one, intermediate one, and an advanced version if that's what you want, okay? Is anybody here a beginner? Okay, is this your first class? Okay, then I'm glad you're at the front actually. Anybody, are you new?
This is my third time doing Pilates.
Third time? Okay, anybody that is new, if it's their first time, come to the front, and then more experienced people go to the back, okay? So I'm going to ask you all to come up onto your feet. And then from here, to begin with, just so we've got the complete right stance and there's new people in the class. So from here, as if we've got dipped up here, okay, I want you to go onto your toes and open onto your heels. Great. Now, one thing we always do, we never lock a joint. Okay, so no hyperextension and no contracting the joint areas. So with our pelvis, if we just tilt it back and tilt it forward, back, forward, one more time, back, forward, and then we're going to come into neutral. Okay, so with the neutral, see we're all ladies, I'm going to say imagine a glass of wine on an unstable surface, and you want to make sure you don't spill a drop, okay? This is going to be neutral, okay ladies? Fantastic. Now with our abdominal section, if you squeeze your belly button really strong into your back, because you're going to be using your core a lot today. Okay, so when I say engage the core, I mean really pour the belly button in. Okay? And then if you just release it a bit to about 50%, and then you totally relax it. It's very unlikely I'm going to ask you to totally relax unless I'm telling you to take a break. Okay? And then if I ask you to just put your hands onto your ribs, and then if you take it inhale, and then exhale, what I'm noticing is when you inhale, don't lift your chest and puff out, okay? We're doing lateral breathing. So you inhale, you'll feel your ribs come out to the side. And then exhale. Just one more time. Inhale and exhale. Okay, so lateral breathing all the time is doing Pilates. And then with your arms by your side, I want you to just get used to this position, is you bring the shoulders back and down. So if I say bring them up, and back, this is what we're doing. No hunching, just nice and relaxed, okay? So to begin with, what we're going to do is I'm going to ask you to come to the end of your mats. And very slowly, we're just going to do a couple of rolls downs, just so that our body knows about to do some hard work. So take a deep inhale, exhale, slowly bring the chin down to the chest, and then one vertebrae at a time, keeping the chest as close to the body as you possibly can, with soft knees until your hands reach the floor. So bend your knees so that they're nice and soft. When you're at the bottom, take an inhale and exhale, just coming up one vertebrae at a time to standing position. When you're doing this, I want you to pull your belly button right into your spine and bring your body as close to your legs as possible. So we'll go again. Inhale, and then start exhaling. Chin to chest, really pulling the abdominal section in, slowly going down with knees bent until you touch the floor. Take a deep inhale, and then slowly bring the abdominal section right back into the spine, and slowly, one vertebrae at a time on the exhale, we come back up. One more time. So inhale, and exhale, chin to chest, abdominals pulling into the spine, slowly coming down, one vertebrae at a time. From this position, stay in this position, and I want you to slowly walk your hands out to the front of your mat until you find yourself in a high plank. Okay, we're just going to take 3 deep breaths here. So we're going to inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. One more time. Inhale and exhale. And holding, if you can, we're going to do a press up on the count of 3 going down. Okay, so inhale to go down. So we go 1, 2, and 3. And then come down all the way to the floor. Pushing yourself back to come in to a seated position in the middle of your mat. Okay, so first of all, we're just going to kind of wake up the abdominal section. So we're here, imagine you've got a hook in your head, okay, and we're going to hold on to the front of our knees so feet can be together, making sure that the legs stay parallel. From here, holding the front, abdominal section pulled right in, inhale, and exhale. And then inhale to return, and again, exhale. Inhale, back up, and exhale. Just come up one more time, and then we're going to slowly go down one vertebrae at a time until we find ourselves flat on the floor. When you're in this position, I want you to bring your heels in towards your thighs with your knees pointing up towards the ceiling. From this position, place your hands behind your head. And this time, really bring your belly button towards your spine. And we're going to slowly lift the head and shoulders. So we take a deep inhale to prepare. And then exhale, bring the chin to the chest. And slowly come up. Holding at the top, take an inhale. And exhale, come back down. And repeat, inhale to prepare. Exhale to come back up. And inhale, back down. So the only thing that should be moving is your head and shoulders. So keep going. Inhale to prepare. Exhale to raise up. Take an inhale and exhale back down. One more time. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, come up. And just hold this now. Just hold this position. Take a couple of breaths. Inhale, exhale. One more inhale and exhale. Come back down to the floor. From this position, keeping your hands behind your head, I want you to just keep your legs where they are, so that they're both parallel. Okay, and imagine you've got a fist between your feet. Okay, so if you've got wider than a fist position, bring your feet a little bit closer together. Okay. From this position, I just want you to lift your right leg with toes pointed on your inhale, and I want you to really squeeze your lower back into the floor by fully contracting your belly button towards your spine. And exhale to go back down. So inhale to raise the opposite knee, and exhale back down. Repeat, inhale on the right leg, and exhale back down. Inhale on the left, and exhale back down. Staying where we are, we're going to progress on that, and we're going to lift both knees up. So take an inhale to raise both knees, and exhale, bringing the legs back down, just with the toes. Just point your toes so they're nice and just really kind of ballerina dancing move, okay? So inhale to bring the knees up, exhale, back down. And again, inhale to come up, and exhale to come back down. This time we're going to keep adding on. I want you to take an inhale to prepare, and lift your chest and shoulders off the floor. Okay, and we're going to repeat that same thing. So we're going to inhale and exhale, inhale and exhale. Inhale on the right, exhale to go down, inhale on the left, exhale to go back down. Inhale, exhale, keeping the head and shoulders off the floor with the chin into the chest. This time we're going to be lifting both feet off the floor. So with your head and shoulders still off the floor, Okay, really contract it, push your reverse ribs, so your back ribs, into the floor. Chin is to be tucked in to the chest. Holding this position, we're going to do 2 feet. So we're going to inhale, raise both legs, and exhale, back down. Squeeze the thighs together, inhale, and then exhale, back down. Inhale, exhale, and one more. Inhale and exhale. Lowering the head and shoulders back down to the floor. Just take a deep breath in and out. And then inhale to prepare. I want you to raise the chest and the shoulders a little bit more off the floor this time. Okay? And bring the right knee into your chest. And then we're going to extend the left leg down to the floor. From here, we're going to inhale into the bicycle and exhale. Inhale and exhale, and keep going. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale. See if you can bring your head and shoulders a little bit more up. Try and come up an extra inch. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. One more each time. Really point those toes to the other side of the room. Inhale and exhale. Bring both knees to your chest. Take a little breather. You can roll a little bit side to side. Just relax the lumbar spine. From here, this time we're going to bring both legs to the floor, and we're going to hold our right leg into our chest. This time we're going to be doing the same move, but with straight legs. Okay, so we're going to inhale, and then exhale to come up. Try to lift that extra inch off the floor, and then we're going to inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, keep going. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, keep going. Remember to push the lower back into the floor. Inhale, exhale, pointing the toes really nicely to the other end of the room, and keep going. Exhale, one more each side. Exhale, grabbing both knees and placing your head and shoulders back onto the floor. From this position, again, we're going to bring our head and shoulders back up. And if possible, bringing the hands behind the head and shoulders. And this time we're going to bring both legs out pointing and exhale back in. Inhale, exhale, inhale and exhale. Raise it, the inner thighs up together. Exhale. So bring the legs together. Okay, really imagine you've got a zip holding your legs together. So inhale out, exhale in. Inhale out, exhale in. One more, inhale out and exhale in. Placing your hands on your knees and lowering your head and shoulders. From here, placing both feet on the floor and then putting them out in front of you. Imagine you've got that fist in between your feet, and that's the distance you could be. From this position, keeping the legs straight, the pelvis should be in a kind of neutral position but tilting back so that you've got the lower back pushing into the floor. Keeping the abdominal section completely engaged. We're going to do a roll up. So place the hands, palms facing together, up to the ceiling, and slowly, one vertebrae at a time, we're going to pull ourselves up into a seated position with our legs up in front. So take an inhale to prepare, and an exhale, one vertebrae at a time, coming up into seated. So we've really got to pull the abdominal toe move and just imagine that your vertebrae is a chain. So inhale, have a flat back, and imagine you've got the hook in front of you. Take a deep inhale, prepare and exhale, tilting the pelvis, then the lumbar spine, thoracic spine, and coming all the way down with the arms over the head. And we're going to repeat. So inhale, bring the hands up, pointing towards the ceiling, pointing the toes, and exhale to come up one vertebrae at a time into the seated position. If you ladies want to, you can bend your knees, okay? If this is your first test. Okay? So inhale again, we're going to do 2 more. So inhale, pulling the abdominal section as tight as you can into the spine, one vertebrae at a time, arms behind the head. Let's do one more time. Inhale, arms go up. Exhale, bring yourself up one vertebrae at a time until you're in a seated position. From here, we're going to be putting our feet towards the corners of the mat, okay? Now with this, it's not about letting yourself go. Keep the abdominal section still pulled in, back straight, aligning up to the ceiling. This time we're going to flex our feet. Okay, we're going to place our arms out the side of us. Now with this position, make sure your arms don't go above your shoulders or below. We want them to stay out. And we want you to really stretch your arms so your fingertips are pointing to the other side of the room. From this position, we're going to twist, so we're going to lift up. Take an inhale, and then inhale. And then back to center, okay? So inhale, lift up, and then exhale. Inhale back to center, and then in. Inhale, exhale, inhale, and then back to center. From this position, we're going to add on a little bit, okay? So with the arms out by the side. This time we're going to inhale and then exhale. Inhale and exhale. Okay, so it's a full move and not just a sword that goes over. So nice long back, abdominal section in, belly button coming towards the spine. Inhale and exhale. Inhale back up, exhale to beginning. Inhale. Exhale, inhale, and exhale. One more each side. Inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale. Keep going. Exhale, inhale, and exhale. Fantastic. From here, we're going to place our knees back down. And we're going to come back down onto the floor. This time from this position, we're going to bring your left leg down onto the floor and your right leg pointing up towards the ceiling with pointed toes. The only body part that's going to be moving now is going to be through the hip joint. Try to keep the legs straight, and we're going to inhale to go across the body and exhale to come back up. So inhale, exhale. Inhale and exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, one more, inhale and exhale. With the legs still pointed up at the ceiling, we're going to reverse the move. So inhale and exhale, inhale and exhale. You're still using the abdominal section, so I want you to keep pushing the belly button to the spine and making sure the ribs and the lower back are kept on the ground. And then slowly bring that leg back down to the floor to meet the other. And we're going to repeat on the other side. So bringing the opposite leg up. If you need to realign your pelvis in your abdominal section just to imprint it on the floor, please do. So this time we start, we're going to cross the body again. So we inhale and exhale to come up. Inhale for the first half, exhale to come up. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, and two more. Inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale. This time bringing the feet to the floor, holding on to the front of the knees, and coming up to a seated position. Is everybody okay with rolling?
Rolling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Roll like a ball? Okay, so what we're going to do from this position, bring your feet off the floor, bringing your legs into your chest. With this move, let me demonstrate first. So the shoulders are relaxed and down, abdominal sections are pulling. We're going to inhale and exhale. Okay? So inhale and exhale, keeping the toes off the floor. So let's all do it. So we're going to just get in your position, make sure the abs are engaged. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale and exhale. Now what we're going to do is staying in this position. We're going to inhale, bring the left leg out in front, and exhale to swap. So inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. One more time each side. Inhale and exhale. Still keeping the legs together and the toes pointed. For the new beginners, what I'm going to say is just stay with the roll like a ball. Okay? If anybody wants to go in advanced, intermediate level, what we're going to do is we're going to roll back and exhale to go back. Okay? From this position, easier than it looks, okay? We're going to flex the feet, and then we're going to open one vertebrae on the exhale, we come back. Is everybody happy to try? I don't want to overdo it. Boss is in the back. So from this position, holding your legs. Okay, so watch my arms. I'll just demonstrate one more time. So inhale, bring the legs down. Bring the arms down. Flex, open, and exhale to start. Okay, I'm going to watch you all. So if you all take your toes off the floor. Okay, make sure the knees are in tight. So we're going to inhale to go back and release the arms, and exhale to go over. Okay, let's go. Let's see what you can do. Inhale. Excellent. When your legs are back, together, make sure they're together when they arise there. Flex the feet, open and return. Awesome. Is everybody happy to do that again? Okay, awesome. So keep the legs together as you go over. Then I'll say flex. You flex the feet before opening. Okay, so let's go again. Inhale to go back. Release the arms. Excellent. Flex the feet. Open and return to the beginning with the toes still off the floor. Awesome. Now we just do one more because I like this. Okay. So let's do that again. So prepare, inhale to go back, legs stay zipped up together, flex the feet, open, and exhale one vertebrae at a time, coming back to start position. That was excellent. Really well done. Okay, so coming back into a seated position, we're just going to raise our arms, okay, and we're going to slowly, we're going to bring the abdominal section in. We're kind of diving forward. Okay, you don't need to go as far as your toes. Okay? And then exhale back. So watch me again, because I don't actually do that much of a movement, okay? So my abs are staying in, my pelvis is staying stable. So I'm going to inhale to prepare, and then I'm going to exhale. I'm pulling my belly button in, and I'm exhaling just the top end of my back to this position. And take an inhale, and then I'm exhale back up. Okay? So inhale to prepare, nice long arms, pointed fingers, flex feet. So you've got your inhale, And then exhale, squeeze that belly button to your spine and just lifting the top end of the body over the bottom. Take an inhale and then exhale to come back up. Just do it one more time, okay? Inhale and then exhale over. Inhale and then exhale to come back up. It's really, really hot, by the way.
No, I'm just saying we're okay, but if anyone else is too hot, we can turn this off.
It's boiling. And I'm not wearing much. Okay. What I'm going to get you all to do is my connect onto your front. Really, really hot. Now, first of all, we're just going to start with some nice, easy, just upper back stretches. So with your hands by your shoulders, okay? We're going to take this and keep the legs tied together and toes pointed to the other side. To really cleanse your glutes, okay? And zip the inner thighs up. So we're going to inhale to prepare where we lift our hands off the floor beside our head, and then we exhale up and then go back down. So we inhale, lift the hands, and then exhale, join up with the head and shoulders, and inhale back down. So inhale, lift the hands, and then exhale, lift the head and shoulders, and back down. You need to keep going. On your inhale, prepare your hands off the floor, exhale up. At all times, keep the abdominal section engaged and push the pubic bone into the floor to protect the lower back. And back down. 2 more. Excellent. And then 1 more. And exhale back down. From this same position, it's a very similar move, keeping the legs together, pointed to the other side of the room. This time, we're going to keep our hands on the floor, and we're going to inhale to lift, and exhale to a bigger stretch. Okay, now if you can look at me, my pelvis is off the floor. Okay, so my pubic bone is no longer pushing in, because my arms are pushing back. Take an inhale, and then exhale, go back down. Okay, so this is all with the back of the arms, the triceps. So from the floor, inhale to come halfway, and then exhale to extend. Take an inhale, and then exhale back down. And repeat. Inhale halfway, exhale to come back up. And then inhale, and exhale. One more time. Inhale, and then exhale. From this position, we're going to add on a little bit. Okay, so this time, we're going to be coming up halfway. So if I just demonstrate, we're going to be going up halfway on an inhale, and then we're going to go exhale twice. Exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Okay, we're going to do 3 each foot. So you take an inhale to lift your head and shoulders off the floor, making sure the abdominal section is always glued in, pubic bone is pushed onto the floor. And then we're going to exhale the left leg, 2 bounces, inhale back down, exhale the other leg, and back down. So inhale and exhale, stay lifted, inhale, exhale, keep going. 1 more time each side, inhale, exhale, bringing all the body back down to the floor, and then pushing yourself back into a child's pose. Now, some people prefer their knees together, some people prefer them apart. It's entirely up to you. We'll just take a couple of breaths, real deep ones. Inhale. And then on each exhale, try to bring your chest a little bit closer to the floor. And then come back up, sit on your bottom, and then come back to a seated position. Now we're going to do a bit of spine twisting. nice move. So, you can hold on to your knee if you find it easier, okay? If not, I'm going to ask you to let go, and then we're going to inhale to here, and then we're going to exhale. So, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. What I want you to maintain is the core all engaged at the same time, shoulders back, back straight, and the best way to do this is focus maybe on a ceiling point in front of you, and we're only going to do 3 each time, because then we're going to go lower. So, come into the position, okay, make sure you've got that core engagement. If you feel you want to bring your knees together, feel free, okay, and hold, and go inhale, and exhale. Staying on this side, inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale. And repeat on the other side. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Keep going, one more. Inhale, and exhale. This time going a little bit lower. Okay? Bringing the hands to the side if you can. If you need to support yourself, hold on to the back of the legs. From here, we're going to lift our legs and go into the dreaded hundreds. Okay? So get your knees before, make sure they're not right over the hips. It needs to be diagonal. So on our inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Keep going. You two bring your feet to the floor. Lean back and do inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Keep going. Really stretch those arms. Point those toes and those arms to the other side of the room. Keep going. Inhale. And exhale. And inhale. And exhale. From that same position, I don't know how advanced people are, so I'm just going to try. Okay, you can straighten the legs and go inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale. Just do 2 of each round, because I know it can hurt people, so really keep the core engaged, okay? So if you can't point your legs, go into the normal 100, okay? But try to lean the body a little bit further back. Okay, if you want to try the straight leg, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Keep going. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And an exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Grab your knees and give yourself a nice stretch. I'll give your abs a rest for a bit if you like. Okay, from here, bring your feet to the floor and your heels in close to your glutes. So from this position, we're going to point our hands up to the ceiling, and 1 vertebrae at a time, we're going to move our pelvis up till we found ourselves in a bridge position. Really think about pointing your fingers up to the ceiling, and just really think about raising your toes off the floor and feel your heels pushing into the ground. Take an inhale at the top and exhale 1 vertebrae at a time back down. Take an inhale to prepare and an exhale slowly, raising the glutes, and really engage the glutes, okay? If you go onto your heels, you'll feel that you can engage the glutes more. Take an inhale and an exhale, 1 vertebrae at a time, back down. This time we're going to stay at the top, so we inhale to prepare, exhale, really squeezing the glutes and lifting the vertebrae, 1 at a time off the floor, until we find ourselves staying up in the bridge position. Now we should have a nice line between our knees all the way to our body in a nice long line. Okay, so from this top one, I want you to stay where you are. I want you to raise the right leg off the floor and then come back down. Staying in this position, lift the other one. So you inhale and exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. 2 more each side. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Last one. Inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale. Slowly bringing yourself 1 vertebrae at a time back down to the floor. Now just for a couple of breaths, just going to rock your pelvis so you can feel your lumbar spine like a wave going in to the ground. From this position, I want you to open your arms into aeroplane, so by your side. And then just take an inhale and exhale, let the knees fall to the side, to the left hand side. And you're about to feel that lovely stretch over your obliques. Take a breath and then inhale back up and exhale, doing the same on the other side. I'm actually more tighter on one side than another, and most people are. So enjoy this stretch as it's really good on this side for you. And then inhale, back up. Now from here, I want you to just put your legs out a little bit further, opening the knees and bringing the heels together. Okay? And then bring your arms in front of you. Some people like to hold them together, or some people just want to have them separated. But if you keep them together, we're going to inhale and then exhale to come up. Inhale, exhale, and then inhale, back down. Exhale to come up, inhale to come down. Exhale up, inhale down, exhale up, and one more, exhale, and then coming back down. Again, placing your hands by your side. We're going to go back up into a bridge, but with our heels together. So bring your legs together. Okay, so zip up your inner legs, squeeze your thighs together, and then we're going to go up to the bridge in this position. So we're going to inhale to prepare, and then we're going to exhale 1 vertebrae at a time up into the bridge. When you find yourself into the bridge, with your heels together, just open the knees. When you exhale, inhale to come the knees together, and exhale back down 1 vertebrae at a time. So inhale to prepare, exhale to come up into bridge, exhale to open the knees, keeping the heels together, inhale to bring them back together, and exhale back down. And we'll do that 1 more time. Inhale to prepare, exhale, come back up, keeping the legs tied together, exhale to open the heels, inhale, bring the legs together, and exhale, back down. Bring your knees to your chest to give yourself a little breath. Rock up on your spine, your lumbar spine, just kind of keep it together, kind of loosen it up. You can circle your knees, you can open your legs. And then grab in the front of your knees, take an inhale and an exhale to come up into seated position. From here, we're going to go back onto our front. So just find a nice position here. I want you to make sure that your hands are directly underneath your shoulders. Okay? And then I want you to put your right leg out and tuck the toes, and your left legs out to touch the toes. From this really strong position, I just want you to slowly rock back and exhale forward. Keeping the body straight, no need to raise the bottom up into the air. It's a simple rock with the plank. And exhale. Keep going, inhale, exhale, inhale and exhale. With the Pilates press up, we go down with the body straight, or you can come to the knees. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. sides, okay? So from this position, what we're going to do now is go on to our elbows. You can either have clenched fist, or you can bring into a clasp. You girls might want to come into a clasp, okay? So again, make sure your shoulders are backing down, so there's no tension. And then what we're going to do, actually I'm going to make it a little bit easier, okay? So always keep the core engaged, and we're just going to lift the left leg. We're going to inhale, and exhale back down. Inhale, and back down. Inhale up, exhale twice. Let's go on the other side for a count of 3. So we inhale, exhale, back down. Inhale up, exhale, up. One more. Inhale and exhale. From this same position, on your next inhale, I want you to raise both legs up. With this, you push the pelvic floor into the ground. Okay, keep the core engaged. This is going to support your lower back. From this position, we're going to go inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale. And coming back down. Placing your hands underneath your shoulders and coming back into a nice child's pose to give your back a nice stretch. Take a few breaths. We're going to finish the class on something that is like also a muscle move and a stretch at the same time. So come sitting up on your bottoms. Okay, placing your hands in front of you. Okay? Come up onto your tiptoe behind you, keeping the heels together. Now I want you to raise up, keeping your hips raised, okay? And now some people may need to go on to fingertips. Okay, so we're going to inhale, staying on the toes, and exhale, back up. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale down, exhale up. On this one, just stay tall, separate the heels, and bring your heels to the floor. From here, you're going to find yourself in a forward fold position, and then kind of just relax the knees one at a time, take that nice stretch. Try to go a little bit deeper with your stretch, bringing your chest closer to your legs if you can. And then get your hands to touch the opposite elbows. And then with your knees soft, take a nice deep inhale. And exhale one vertebrae at a time, coming to a standard position. And bring your elbows, still connected, up above your head. Okay, so take a nice inhale, and then exhale, come over to the side. Inhale to come back up, and exhale over. We're going to do one more each side. So inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale. Coming back up, release the arms, and let's just inhale and exhale. Inhale, exhale, and one more. Inhale and exhale. Well done, everybody.
Thank you.
I hope you like that. I'm a little bit clinical on some stuff. Does anybody have any questions? Yeah?
What exercise can I do to make my core stronger?
I'm going to teach you one. Who wants a little tip you can do at home, absolutely anywhere, and nobody's going to know you're working out? Okay, come on, I'll teach you. Come down to the floor. Come on, Rosanna. Don't give up yet. So come down into tabletop. Okay? And from this position, really make sure that your whole of your back is pushed into the floor. That's the ribs, the head, and the lower back. The lower back is so important. From this position, just push your thighs out a tiny bit. So you can see how little of movement I'm doing. So keep the knees and the feet in alignment. Okay? And just make sure they're out of it, keep everything down, and then you will feel that the whole of your abdominal section is contracted. Okay? There's no such thing as just the six pack. Keep going, I'm going to come out. That's it. That's it. The knees need to be further out than the hips. Make sure that the whole of your body in the back is pushed into the floor. Okay? From your ribs to your sacrum, make sure perfect. It is pushed into the floor, and you are now contracting your transverse. You are lips, I know you can do a bit more. That's it, just come out. Now I can only last about 90 seconds. So you can count yourself how you can do. Okay? And there you go. The whole of your back is pushed into the floor. Your legs are together, but your knees are slightly forward of your hips. Okay, so you have to contract every single muscle within your powerhouse to keep that position. Okay? So do that in front of the telly when you're watching EastEnders, Carrie, whatever you do. Okay? But that one's a really good one to build up the abdominal section. And I'm just going to give you a stretch that if you have lower back pain from sitting. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to bring my legs apart and come down like this. Okay? And this takes all pressure off the lumbar spine. So keeping the hips in line with the knees. Really reach out. You can bring your chin and your chest to the floor. This is pretty much called a puppy pose, but it takes all pressure from the lumbar. And then just totally relax. Take a couple of breaths. And then when you're ready, just bring right hands at a time, back up. Okay, so that really decompresses the lumbar spine. And I know that because I was paralysed and I've done all these exercises to get better, okay? Anybody else got any more tips? Another really good one, because I don't mind giving out a load of tips. If you wanted to, you can go into the frog here. So what I'm doing is I'm flexing my feet, okay, and they're in line with my knees. And then what you do from here, you just come down and rock backwards and forwards. You see everything through the hips and the groin are connected to the lower back. And you can go even lower if you like, but keep the feet flexed. The further back you go, the tighter you're going to feel it. Or feel it, sorry. Okay, this is a really good one for the inner thighs. Come on, ladies, there you go. I absolutely love this one because the further you push back, the bigger the stretch. And again, you can do it watching telly, yeah? And that's it. Come forward and back. It's a really, I love this move. It's a really beautiful one. And then just come back up and bring the legs back in. Okay, so I hope you found them useful. If you have any questions, fire away. I hope that wasn't too hard for anybody. I like having a bit of variety and pushing people a little bit. If you need any more advice, I'll be here for 5 minutes, so please ask me anything